Hamilton County Commissioners will not allocate American Rescue Plan Act funds to the Humane Educational Society, even though they say it should remain open.
They instead decided to give the $200,000 to the Parks and Recreation Department. Grayson Gordon has more on the decision and what HES is planning to do next.
HES says that they asked for more funding earlier in the year, and that was denied. They say that they need about $250,000 to cover back taxes. Humane Educational Society Executive Director Rebecca Bryan says the organization had 3 executive directors between 2019 and 2020. Due to this turnover rate, they say they had difficulty getting tax documents turned in, and their deadline was extended due to the COVID pandemic.
Years we got extensions from the IRS. We've always been tax exempt through the IRS, still are, and there were delays in getting those in.
Once they moved to their new building in 2021, they had not applied to be exempt from paying property taxes, but now they are. Unfortunately, they racked up more than $261,000 in back tax during that time, which they asked the commissioners to fit the bill. Commissioners voted instead to table that resolution.
We were hoping to get funding to continue our animal services for Hamilton County. The Humane Society cares a lot about the residents of Hamilton County. We've been providing these services for a very long time.
The majority of the funds came from ARPA funds that need to be allocated before the end of the year. Wednesday was the final scheduled commission meeting of 2024, meaning that needed to be done immediately. Commissioners voted to allocate funds to go to various parks and recreation projects.
When we spend money in our Parks and Rec department, it not only benefits Hamilton County, but it also benefits all the municipalities.
District 11 Commissioner Joe Graham has been working to potentially get state help in forgiving the back tax, but that is not guaranteed.
I make a motion that we vote on 30B, give the money to the Parks and Recs department, and then we give the state an opportunity to help us with those taxes.
This is exactly what commissioners voted to do. There are more options for how the Humane Educational Society may be able to cover the cost. The preferred choice is getting the state help, but there's also potential for both the commission and city council to step in to provide the funds if that does not happen. A last resort for the organization is dipping into their roughly $700,000 rainy day fund.
It's not healthy for a nonprofit to spend that down if there's any other way that we can do it, especially if we can get the tax exempted through the state.
The county is mandated to have an agency that provides animal control and houses animals according to HES, but the organization does go beyond that requirement. A tabled resolution requires a supermajority in order to bring it back to the table, and as this agenda item is, it cannot come back to the floor since that money has already been allocated somewhere else. Reporting in Hamilton County, Grayson Gordon, Local 3 News.